In the void, where the warp winds howl, a fleet once noble, now destined to fall. Grave wardens stir, betrayal takes shape, Typhon's whispers, sealing their fate. Navigators lost to the shadowed lie, a fleet adrift beneath a darkened sky. The warp's cruel grasp, unyielding and tight, chaos awaits in the endless night. Whispers of power, a pestilent tide, Mortarian's pride, with nowhere to hide. The destroyer plague, a grim reward, Nurgle's laughter echoes aboard. Bound by decay, they rise in his name. The death god transformed, never the same. Plague-born sons with torment they bled, shambling forth where angels fear to tread. Mortarian stands, his sons by his side. Through agony storm, their oaths collide. Grandfather's hand, the pact is sealed. The legion reborn, their fate revealed. Lies in the armor, rot in the soul. A Primarch remade, his heart grown cold. In terror's shadow, their war drums beat. Pestilent warriors, no chance of retreat. Through breach and ruin, their banners fly. With death's embrace, they'll never die. The Lion's Gate, where hope was torn. Dragon's eyes, blade meets the Plague-born. Bound by decay, they rise in his name. The death god transformed, never the same. Plague-born sons with torment they bled, shambling forth where angels fear to tread. Typhus herald, chaos born, Mortarian's wrath, the plague sworn. In the warp, their legacy thrives, eternal servants where corruption lies. Mortarians fall, Typhus ascends, the death god song, it never ends.
Did I go for it, Will?
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Discussing the Resilient podcast. I've got the three of us here, myself, Dave, and Mr. 50 himself. Well, that's what he's going to be called now. He says we have to call him Mr. 50, you know, like 007 for
Mr. Worldwide, you can call me.
Aiden Logie now.
That's it, yeah. Yeah. The smelly secret agents, or not so secret with the video you put out yesterday. It was really good. I enjoyed that. I was watching a bit when I was making the tea, and yeah, it was quite enlightening to see a breakdown of people playing Plaguestorm properly. So I liked it when I was playing it out wrong, why it wasn't working for me.
Well,
so yeah,
were you like, oh right?
yeah. I mean, I think I mentioned one thing. I kind of realised in hindsight, you probably do deploy in like a sort of corner and push out into the board rather than just deploy as a line and then push up like I would normally do. So yeah. So, you know, even just seeing that kind of made me realise where I was really going wrong a bit. So I might revisit Plaguestorm, especially with the Codex coming. You know, might be something nice to do. You know, there's no point in deep diving sort of new list concepts. But how about yourself, Dave? Obviously, you weren't at Manchester GT this weekend. What were you doing?
Oh, I had a much more sedate weekend than you. I was actually being a very good. So my wife had a lot of her friends from her old friends from the media industry round. So I had a house full of women, and I basically just cooked for them and hosted for them a bit, so they could spend lots of time together. Because it's always, it's really hard to see your best friends a lot. So I just kind of just made them dinner, ducked in and out, made them some espresso martinis a bit later, and just watched some. I was playing Monster Hunter Wilds actually on my PC. So yeah, it's a good game.
What a gentleman!
You'll be pleased to know I've changed my. You get to buy these creatures called secrets that are like a cross between like a dinosaur and a big bird, and I've turned mine green and named it Plague Wind.
Nice.
Oh, I like that. Go on then, Aiden. What about yourself? As if the people in chat don't already know.
I feel like I need sunglasses now to like get the full bulldog look. My eyes Nat to go see if she got these sunglasses. I can just sit with them on and pretend I'm actually cool. So obviously I was at Manchester GT, as were you, Will. We didn't actually get to see each other too much. It was so busy and hectic. I did catch up a little bit, but yeah, it was a bit non-stop. So I am slightly somewhat recovering still. Last night's stream didn't help, but I wanted to get it out, so we didn't have a big gap. But really, it's Nat's birthday weekend this weekend, so prepping a few things for that, and we are basically, I'm going to be completely offline on Thursday because we are playing the new Haze Light game that's coming out, Split Fiction, because me and Nat have played the last one, It Takes Two, really like that. So we have put aside, it's an old-fashioned, like, no, we're not doing anything tonight. We might even get a takeaway, so we don't have to cook, and we're just going to like play a game all night. So that's really cool. I am Mancunian, Roland. What gave that away? But no, part of that, obviously, I'm buzzing off the 5-0. I'm just super happy. Thank you, appreciate it. And I'm now. I've got like weirdly, I figured out the 3 scores I've already got because I've got my ITT one, I've got this one, and I've kept one from last year because of how they like sort of weirdly rolled it back a bit. If I manage to get the average of those 3 scores in my next event, I'll actually break my record for the highest points I've ever had. So I am like super gunning for that next event right now. I'm super excited and having a great time with old Plague Storm. But yeah, that's about all this for me because I've spoken enough. But yeah, I mean, how do you, before we get into that, just very quickly, everyone on the stream, if you do enjoy the content here, feel free to leave a like and a subscribe. If you really enjoy it, you can do what Sir just did and become a Plague Marine. He's been going for 7 months now. Thank you so much, Sir. Massively appreciate the support. Plague Marines get access to our Discord. You get access to giveaways, which I completely forgot to announce last night because I was that knackered. I literally got to the end of the stream, I was on fumes, so I was just like, I'm going to go now. Goodbye. It's gone. But even if you don't want to do that, don't, like I said, it's only $3 less than a coffee. But even if you can't do that, just hitting that like button helps more than you could possibly imagine. But tonight's topics, as we're going to get into, before Will goes into a little quick breakdown, because I believe you've done a full Pox to Plague Marine episode, haven't you, Will?
Yeah, I need to listen back to it. It might be one of these ones. I might re-record it because there's a couple of games where I wasn't quite through sort of doing that video. I kind of realised I wasn't quite sort of sure where it had gone wrong, in particularly the first one. But I'll give a quick brief sort of breakdown this, and then I'll go back and do it. But yeah, there is going to be a Poxwalker at a Plague Marine basically. So kind of there was a couple of errors made, particularly in one game where I could have probably swung it, but at the same time. I'll talk about it in the video because it was but five amazing games with 5 amazing people basically. That's
all that matters really, isn't it? Thank you very much, Jesus Christ, Steve Garrison with the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Steve. That is an immense amount of support. I really appreciate it. If you did just get given gifted membership once, first more than anything, say thank you to Mr. Steve Garrison, and then go to our YouTube channel homepage, go to our posts tab, find the link, get in the Discord, and get yourself involved in everything. And thank you very much there, mate. That is a massive amount of support. But what we're doing tonight, my sound's a little bit louder than Will and Dave's. Will and Dave, have you got your sounds turned up to the max you can on your ends? Because I've turned mine up recently.
I can definitely turn mine up.
There you go, I should be loud now.
There you go. If you guys just touch yours up a bit, that'll be good. And then, so tonight's main plan, after Will gives us a quick little recap, is we're going to have a bit of fun tonight, guys. So we're having a bit of fun. We're all in the Codex waiting room a bit now. We know the Codex is not too far away. So what we've done is we've made a bingo card, and it's completely empty at the moment. And us, along with you, the chat, are going to help fill in the things we're expected to see. These can be silly answers, they can be even negative answers are fine, but you can also have positive answers. So for example, you can have like the chaos hoop tax. That's going to be one of them, and we'll talk about it. We want you guys in the chat to give you suggestions. The best ones will go in. And Dave, you have an extra little challenge going on here, don't you?
I do, and Don has already just finished. Has already ringed one of them. So Don has ticked off the first one. I have made a. You can't see what it is, but I've made a bingo card on here of things that I'm expecting chat to put in. So as we go through, if anyone says something that comes that matches mine, I'm going to tick it off and put your name next to it. The seventh one will get an effective a super chat, or that I will basically put a super chat donation in and then put that person's
just read out, won't we? So whoever wins, whatever they put afterwards, we'll read out your following. So you can, if you've got a question or something you just want to make a statement, we'll read it out, whatever it is. Yeah.
And then if the person when we complete it, I'll drop some memberships into the chat for tonight.
How do we make a comment on volume and all I get is height jokes about me in the chat because of it? Like, my mic needs to be louder because I'm lower away from the microphone and all that stuff. You are all bastards. But before we get into the bingo card, which is the main event tonight, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for the one gifted membership there. Congrats to the person that got that. Thank you again for the support. But before we get into our bingo card craziness and have a bit of fun with that, Will, do you want to give us a quick sort of like overall, how was Manchester? How did your list do? What did you take? Did you enjoy it? What would you change? And sort of like any fun, cool moments that happened?
Yeah, of course. So I mean, the list I would definitely change. I YOLO'd a change into it, which it wasn't an awful change, but I definitely weakened the list by doing it, because I could have done with one more practice game. Basically, I realised, I decided the 6-man unit of Death Shrouds, I just don't think it's very good at the moment in terms of a trade. I think a 3-man's probably better, and I wanted to try a 3-man with a Lord of Contagion, which I was actually very, very impressed with. The rerolls on the 3-man was good. Other games I've had, I found the 6-man just stands in a spot, everyone avoids it, and then it either can't get to where it does when something does happen, or when it does come out, there's very few times when it kills a unit that's also 320 points with the attached character, if that makes sense, or 300 points. So I've tried it with I tried cutting the 6 to a 3, and then I should have just split it to 2 3s and kept Typhus, but I wanted to try the Lord of Virulence, so Lord of Contagion, and so I brought in some Nurglings because I kind of convinced myself I was missing those, but then when I ran them, they didn't
do anything anymore.
Yeah, but I've been getting in my practice games. I've been playing a lot against one of the guys in our team. Actually, congrats to me. He went 4-1 and nearly got a 5-0 at Manchester. He plays Gene Stealers, and because we play regularly, he knows what's happening. He just mobs the Rhino with the Fight First 10-man unit and just wraps them. So I wanted to sort of put Nurglings in to hold that sort of like scout and first turn charge back. But I think I was sort of taking too much for that one specific matchup, because not once at the tournament with the Nurglings. So they weren't bad. Like, I liked having them. And the Beast of Nurgle was good, but the Nurglings of the Beast of Nurgle, if there'd have been another unit of Death Shroud, would have been consistently way better in every game, was what I sort of took away from it. And also not having Typhus came back to haunt me in the first game more than because we did play the mirror, and his Typhus popped off, and I think sort of swung the game as a result. And I think that was the dice god saying, well, if one of you's got Typhus and the one doesn't even have morty or Typhus, obviously in the mirror the one with Typhus wins. That is what happened. It was a weird game, but I think, have you got the list on the screen?
Yeah.
What was your list, Will? Go for it.
Yeah, so I mean, I'll just run through it briefly. I won't think. So 20 Poxwalkers, which I put in following the stream we made the list. I was quite impressed with them. I like the fact that you can put half on an objective, half behind the wall, and then take either side. So I took out a couple of 5-man Plague Minions and a Rhino, which generally just deny 2 turns of primary for a unit that does the same for a lot less points. I've swapped 1 Carnival for Brigands. Got 3 Predators and a Brigands because I thought we needed more shooting. And I like the fact that the Brigand, I don't know if you guys have come across this, when someone puts like 10 cultists on the centre objective and you have to shoot with like 2 Predators, because obviously just to get the volume of shots to go through it, and like you shoot them flat 3 damage.
6 on Plague Heavy Bolters.
Well, there you go. So I've got that kind of still on mine. But he can just walk out with his one arm and go, They just disappear, and he's good for that. And then 1 unit of Fight First Plague means 2 units of 5 in a Rhino, just to go out and just deny a couple of turns of primary. with different combat weapons, kind of depending on, you know, so I can chop and change. Generally, one or nearly always just stand there and do an action and die, and the other one might actually engage and actually roll some dice. And then the one unit, the unit Death Shroud, the Lord of Contagion, and 3 Predators, and then 2 Rhinos. So it's quite a mixed list. Like, it had a lot of stuff. Like, there was never any games where I felt, oh, I really wished I had this extra unit.
Yeah.
Oh, I had the Tallyman too. I always had a bit of everything, but I think it was a little bit of everything too much. I would have been better with maybe a little bit more damage. Yeah. So, but yeah, first game was Aiden Avenged Me. We played the Mirror. It was a really weird game. I felt in the middle it looked very much like it was mine. I was killing a lot more stuff, and the board state was looking very favourable.
Right.
And then his typhus popped off. A couple of other things happened, and it was weird. It was one of those things where towards the end I was like, just looked at the thing and I was, oh my god, like, this is really close.
Yeah.
And then he just got his end of game score, and he just dumped a load of points, and that was enough to kind of push him ahead of me. Then I played 2 guys off my own team. One of the because there were so many people from Manchester there, and obviously our club is one of the bigger Manchester clubs, so we had loads of people from our club there. So I played the next round some from our club, and then the one after I actually played the other guy I run the club with. So we were like joking at the table, pretending we knew each other, you know, oh, nice to meet you and all that stuff.
What do you do?
Yeah, I won both those games, which was nice. And then I had to apologise to my round 4 opponent because it was a really close game. I lost it by 2 points, and I could have done lots of things in the game to score it, but there was loads of confusion afterwards, and I know UKTC have responded and dropped Burden of Trust, and I didn't fully understand how it was scored. Yeah, so in the end, because it was a really close game, we just kind of used his form for the last couple of rounds, so I didn't. And then between the rounds, everyone was going like, oh, when we realised you can't score at the final turn, basically everyone I knew had done it, and I was like, oh my god, if we've done that in our game, he's got 4 points and he only won by 2. I'll have to go see him. I was like, I don't necessarily even mind if we don't change it, but like in my head at least, and I've got to win, do you know what I mean? So if it ends up being whatever it is, you know, I've got like anyway, I went to saw him, and he was really like, why have you come to find me? Because he obviously did understand the scoring. He scored it correctly and was like a bit miffed that I'd come to hunt him out. So I really want to apologise to him for that, because he was such a sound opponent. It was a really great game. I really enjoy, even though I lost, I really enjoy the ones where it's a close loss, where it kind of comes down to the wire. There was a couple of really close moments against his Chaos Knights where the Predators popped off, 1 Predator kills 1 Knight, you know, not average at all. The best bit of the games is to highlight probably the whole tournament. No word of a lie, right? I brought in I knew it was a hard game, so I was being really aggressive. I brought in a unit of the Theatre Death Shroud with the Lord of Villain to go for a YOLO 9-inch charge on my turn 2. Yeah. Didn't make the charge, of course. So he lined up 3 Brigands, and what's the autocannon one called? I forget what this is.
Helverin?
Yeah, the Chaos Knight equivalent.
Oh, Executioner.
Yeah.
He lined up all 3 of those knights on it, no word of a lie. All I did was spend 2 CP, 1 for -1 damage, 1 to reroll a save, 3 Brigands, 1 Executioner, did 1 wound total to the unit. Like, it was the most insane, like, his dice whiffed, and then I made all the 4% needers. Like, no word of a lie, all that shooting, 1 single wound. Not a dead model, a model left on 2 wounds. It was, like, insane. And at that point, I felt really confident he was sweating, but then I basically failed. Every time I had to roll a battle shock, I just failed it. So that was kind of like that weird sort of like his bad dice and my lucky saves. My failing battle shocks kind of like made it a really close game. So it was really good. You know, I really enjoyed that one. I wanted to apologise because he came over after and explained it, but I think I'd miffed him a little bit, and you know, it was one of those things. I just wanted to say I am sorry. He did score it properly. I just had no understanding for damage scores. You know, I was talking backwards rage in the chat afterwards because everyone was talking about it, and some people had theirs wrong, some people did it right, and I was like, I just don't really understand how the endless game scoring works. Period. So I'll watch you guys work it out, and but my opponent did, and that was a really good game. And the last one, I won a close game against Grey Knights, another lovely fella. So it was a weird one. I felt frustrated not to get the 4-1 because my 2 losses were very close losses. But then also my last round win was a very close win. So at the same time, if I'd have won one of them, I could have also lost that one and still end up with 3-2. But yeah, it was a really good event. Manchester hosted the local one and running the local club we know a lot of people, so I hardly saw Aiden because there's so many people there that we know. You know, you're mobbed all the time. There's always someone, oh mate, you know, and yeah. So
I had
really
no
good.
idea that you even managed to get an interview with Scary and Mordy, and I was super jealous when I saw him. I was like, oh man, I'd love to go. And we didn't even get one together. We need to work on getting better at organising these things, don't we?
Yeah, I know. Well, we were kind of opposite ends of the hall, really. I was sort of, anytime I got close to where I could see you, that was when I'd lose. I'd go, boo, all the way back down the bottom. So, yeah. So, I'm frustrated not to get the 4-1 because I felt like, it felt like I could almost taste it, if that makes sense. But at the same time, 3-2 still good. You know, if I'd have lost that close game at the end and gone away 2-3, you know, obviously that would have been a lot more frustrating.
Yeah, and especially when your losses are, if your losses are, you know, are small and kind of wins the gap, and the delta's in that direction, and you did, you know, you mostly did the right stuff. So it's that really is a chance of where a bit of luck did impact the game somewhere in the past of that of that 3 hours. So no, it sounds good, man. Well done.
Nice.
But cheers, mate.
The most important question though, Will, what food van did you get?
You know what, mate? I didn't get any food at all.
Oh, did you not?
No word of a lie. My missus was like, I had a packet of Maltesers on both days, and on the other day I had a bag of crisps before that. So I had a bag of crisps, and
I'm like,
yeah. Well,
and then big feed in the evening.
We had a curry the night before, and I thought, to be honest, I thought it probably might not be a good idea to eat an awful lot. And then afterwards, I have to say, this is a completely separate thing. We'll start on bingo after this. We went for TGI Fridays. We couldn't find anywhere better because the tournament, for people who don't know, Manchester's near a place for traffic tents, huge, but like a mall in America. TGI Fridays is the most overpriced, under-quality food I've ever eaten. At the end, it was £27 for a burger that I swear was not much better than Wetherspoon's. £27 for one singular burger and a small portion of chips.
It was, TGI's is dog shit, mate.
It's garbage.
Yeah, David Irving knows in the chat the Thai van was on point. Yes, it was. The Thai van was peak. That again, everyone, garlic, chicken, sesame, toast. That's all I have to say.
Nice. Yeah, people said really good things about it. Like I say, I just decided a pack of Maltese was all I needed. So yes, I suppose moving on then. I'll do a Pox Walk at Plague with a little bit more detail on the actual games and the mistakes, because that one that I lost by 2 points where I did misunderstand the scoring, I could have guarded one more time on the final turn, but instead I had this like huge elaborate plan of how I was going to do all this stuff, and it involved like rolling 6 into advantage, and all it actually came out, I managed to roll 2 back-to-back 6 into advances, and in the end it was like, if I'd just not done any of that and just guarded there, I don't know, you know, when you sort of look back and you're like, you just really overthink a situation. So yeah,
just score some points, like
just do the simple stuff instead of this like elaborate, you know, like huge brain plan. At the end was just like, whoa, just look at the little thing down there instead of like this really elaborate, never going to come off thing. But talking of elaborate, never going to come off, so what have we got on the bingo card? So do you want to recap on how it's going to work?
Yeah, so I'll recap it. So very quickly, the Athenian who just said, I saw you a few times in, but I'm too shy to come and talk. Do not be shy, mate. If you see me, I'm very easy to talk to, and I'll never be upset or be like, I'll never be like, fuck off out of here. I'm more than happy people to come over, and the same for Dave and Will. Like, I understand it. Like, people don't want to feel rude and don't want to be shy, but honestly, mate, it's not an issue. If you want to come over and say hi, like you capture it again, just feel free to come over and say hi. Do not worry about that. Yes, Will is also much easier to spot in the hall than I am. It helps that he towers over the competition.
I'm 6'2", and I can spot Will easily, like above the ground. Like,
yeah, 6'5" with an inch or two of curls on top.
Yeah, my opponent has to help me up to the table to be my models, so it's quite common that you will find Will, but not me. Miguel Aguilar, thank you very much.
We're like Pinky in the brain, literally, Aiden.
We literally are.
We are Pinky in the brain, yeah. You're, you know, even in the results speak for themselves.
It's that our Ren and Stimpy. Thank you very much, Miguel Aguilar, for coming to Plague Marine, mate. Really appreciate the support. Once again, go to our YouTube channel homepage, go to the posts tab, scroll down a bit, click on the link to get yourself in the Discord and join the community. Thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate the support.
Only around 20 subs from 9k, everybody.
Woo! Woo!
So it's getting close. So everyone that joins makes a big difference to getting us that number. So thank you very much.
So if 20 people could just set up a new email, use that email to make a second YouTube account, that would be great.
Or get somebody else in your communities to come and watch and join and subscribe to us.
And Robert Stroup as well, thank you for being a member for 7 months straight. Really, again, appreciate the ongoing support. You guys are all legends. Thank you so much. Ren and Stumpy, sorry, I couldn't resist. Damn you, Digger Denton. Damn you. That's pretty good, I'll give you that one. And Mike, like, Aiden has got a balloon tethered to him so he doesn't get lost among the adults. No, they can't do that, Mike, because I'm so small. If they put a balloon on me, I'll float away. So the rules of the bingo card. Okay, so get ready, chat. It's time for you to join in with us. Basically, what we're going to do, we're going to be predicting things that we expect to see in the Codex. Your answers can be silly, your answers can be funny, they can be serious, they can be negative, it doesn't matter. We'll pick out our favourite ones from the chat and we're going to put them on the bingo card. And then when the Death Guard Codex comes out, after we've had like our initial reviews and stuff, we're then going to revisit our bingo card and then like a fun stream, we're going to tick off as many as we can get and see if we can get a bingo. So
and if you super chat it, we'll definitely put it in there. If not, there's going to be a bit of discussion around it.
There you go. So
we could even do it live. When the Codex comes out, we're gonna do a man reads book type stream at some point, aren't we? Where we sort of.
Oh yeah.
You
I'm
know...
gonna put my log fire on. I'm gonna get the armchair in. We're gonna sit in front of it. We're gonna have a story time.
Get your pipe and velvet. Is it smoker's jacket you'd call it? You know, I can't remember what they're called. We see with the old like sort of Second World War era, where everyone's got pipes and like a sort of.
I can just imagine
like
it.
A velvet jacket on.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I can imagine Dave just being like, page 1, contents, Death Guard Codex, 10th edition. Okay, so I don't know if you guys has a way to start. We're already getting some great things coming in the chat. We got Necros coming with the Kool-Aid Man strat. Are we going to get the ability to walk through a wall with some of our tanks / monsters? I could see that, to be honest.
That's definitely going to be one of the detachments. It's been so everywhere in this edition. I would be amazed if that isn't one of the things.
But that's why I'm kind of hoping it isn't there.
Oh, I really want it to be. There's a man who loves Land Raiders. I'm surprised you said that, Dave. Maybe that's like your wet dream.
Yeah, but Plaguestorm's already super powerful, and I think like if I could then start driving tanks through walls as well, I think it's like it takes away like one of the core things that vehicles can't go through walls, which is one of the.
Yeah, I guess so, but
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind it if I could actually have a detachment that did that. That would be really quite fun. It is an interesting one.
Do we reckon?
Do we think that is one of them? Do we think we're going to get? Okay, how about is it a vehicle detachment?
So
is that all the question?
I'll put in Kool-Aid Man strat because I typed Kool-Aid and then Jesus Christ. Kool-Aid Man strat. So I can expect that, and I expect to see it on thing. Now someone has put another great one in. Someone says dead predators, baby. Are we going to have all classic CSM units removed? And bear in mind, this doesn't have to be things we think are true. This has to be things we are true, but it's something we can put on the list. And if it doesn't score it doesn't score it. But I think that's probably one of the ones that is in most people's mind at the moment. Is are we losing predators and stuff like that? What do you guys think?
I think predators will still be there.
I'm gonna say we're still keeping predators.
But does it belong on the bingo card?
Well, I mean, it is a Codex question, so...
I wouldn't say it's a standard of the edition, though. I feel like that's a concern that we have as a faction. It's not, walking through walls is kind of like... It's very like bingo, it's very like, that's going to probably be in the next Codex, whereas... Do you know what I mean? I feel like the Predators thing is there, but I'm not sure it's a bingo one. For me, at least, anyway.
Aiden, by the way, Don said you've got to call that strat the Cool Aiden Man strat.
Oh yeah. So I'm going to put that one in because we've got quite a lot to fill out, and I reckon that's something people could put up. So we'll put so long predators. So there you go. So that's if predators are removed, that's on there now. So.
Okay. And who wrote that? Because it is your fault if it does happen.
So yeah, I'm gonna go fight. Was it?
The happens, I might have to play CSM to use my many predators.
If that happens, you're getting ban hammered.
Who put it? Who put it? Who put it? I'm trying to find it now.
I've got 8 predators now.
Mr. Orange.
I'm really annoyed.
I've got 6.
Mr. Orange. There you go. It's tagged with him, and we'll put Necro. So yeah, we'll put the people we keep. We'll keep. Yeah. That'll be quite a fun one. So, you guys got the chat open. Can you see some of the suggestions as well?
Open, so,
I'll get on my phone.
So I've seen a few people mention it. Plague Surgeon's still garbage. I'm gonna put in.
Oh mate, do you know what?
Plague Surgeon worse, but goes down in points to try and make us take him again.
I watched that Art of War stream today, so there were the 10 worst units in the game, and I was so expecting the Plague Surgeon to be there. They did pick out the Magnet Magnifier though, and I was like, oh yeah, that is all pretty shit. But I did wonder, that was like the Plague Surgeon's chance to shine. And he wasn't even shit enough to get on the shittest unit in the game.
Someone's put infection tokens like AOS. I think that. I mean, I think there's a. If we call infection tokens as a catch-all for additional, basically maybe debilitations or ability to choose units and put stuff on them.
I think, but that one's a good specific one because it does exist. Like, I think there's precedent there for them to just port.
But plague tokens.
Guess so. I mean, that's kind of what the AOS rule is. The AOS rule is when you come into contact with a Nurgle unit, you get a token. You never lose the token though. The token goes up and down, and then it dumps mortal wounds on the units. I think when it hits 7, like you get so many mortal wounds, and then it goes. The token stays, but the count goes to 0, and it starts again. So yeah, I could see that porting over.
Okay. What else have we got?
So we're thinking infection tokens.
Yeah, some sort of infection token.
So who was that?
Plague wheel as well. I could see.
Plague token or something. Yeah, some sort of.
Yeah, like the AOS one is like a plague. You roll just out randomly, then you bounce round. You can't move round it. I think there's one anyway. They might do something like that in. I could see that too. I think what we're sort of trying to get at here. There's sometimes lazy rules, right, isn't it? Where this rule exists here. This army's really similar. Let's just copy paste that, and then we'll go for lunch, guys.
So that was from.
Okay, well, there's a fair one actually. 7 detachments.
Oh yeah. I feel that's lightly.
Nice. Okay. Someone got Charlie Dupree as well, putting splitting Plague Marines into ranged and melee. I could see that. I think that's what's gonna happen. Someone told me a rumor at a UKTC that was going to happen. So yeah, I think that's a good chance that happen because I think it's very hard to balance that unit as it is. So what should we call it? We'll call it split.
Which one was it?
So this is split personality Plague Marines. I'm going to put it in.
Okay, so PM 2 flavors. Vanilla and chocolate flavour PMs.
Okay, so
chocolate and poop flavoured. There you go. That's a bit more Death Guardy. Still the same colour, but just distinctly different.
One does puke, one does poop.
So
there you go. Yeah, poop.
So I've seen a few people put in. They think that Morty is going to get the ability to blanker damage.
I could see that.
Okay.
I could see that being a strat and a detachment. I could see that coming in. You know how it's in.
I think it makes sense to us that you could do that. So yeah, that's an interesting one. Okay.
I'll put in as blank damage ability.
Put blank damage. Yeah, blank damage ability.
We'll put that.
Plague means datasheet rule reworked. I'd like that. Might be a good one.
It's also a bit vague. Can we have some specifics on that, please? I'd like someone to put Blight Bombardment back.
I want that. I'm putting it in. I want that back.
I would like that, but it to be even it's so worse because I actually used it a few times and actually made people, even though you were like, just take the mortal wounds, it doesn't matter. Like people actually did move off of objectives. I would like it if it did 7 mortal wounds.
Who put that one in? Who put the one for
who put Blight Bombardment? That was by Tanner Force. TANNEFORS.
How do you spell it? Tanner? How was the last name?
Tanner Force. FORS.
Nice. We got Blight Bombardment. So someone just put one that I actually quite like to see. There was Army Rule being fixed, so it gets buffed. So I could put Army Rule buff. So we'll put better contagions.
You know what? I just want to expand on that. The return of Disgustingly Resilient. Will we get a rule called Disgustingly Resilient? It might not be the same one, but will there be? Because that's a good one, especially it links to us.
Weirdly, I actually thought about that earlier today. I was like, imagine the days of just everything -1 damage.
it's mad when that came out how much people hated it compared to 5 Up Feel No Pain. But like in hindsight, you know, either one of them would be back. I could see the 5 Up Feel No Pain coming back, but as an enhancement.
Will, you just hit the bingo card.
No, did I?
Yeah, you're getting that.
What was that? Feel No Pain comes back.
Yeah, three. There's 3 things are ticked off the list so far.
Yeah, as an enhancement, I could see that. Or maybe, you know how the -1 damage is on the Finesse Demon Prince? Maybe our Demon Prince gets a 5 Up Feel No Pain. I'd be up for that. Like, if there's precedent in the game, there's enough 5 Up Feel No Pains in other armies, Necrons and Mutant War Beasts and stuff.
Yeah, true. Poxwalkers become battle line.
Yeah, I'll second that.
That's a good one. That's from Chris Bailey.
Poxwalker battle line. No worries, I'll put it in. So what's that? Chris Bailey. I've just saw one there from Micro, which I do agree about, and unfortunately I think it probably will happen. And that is Morty loses the ignore modifiers aura, or it at least gets heavily nerfed to just be like hit rolls.
No, I think that'll stay. The Silent King's got it too. So because the Silent King's got it, it's already in the game.
Across the board game.
I could see it being lost though. I could see it. No. I'm gonna put Morty nerf.
Oh, I think Morty's gonna get a buff, but we could put nerf and buff. They could be 2 different ones. Because I think he's a bit of a wet noodle, isn't he? Like, he's gonna get more attacks. I think his damage output is gonna get increased.
So what? How many attacks will do you think?
It's gonna be 7, isn't it?
You've just hit the bingo card, Will.
Oh.
Treville has just put something in the chat that I think has to go on the card, but it's probably going to break people's heart, and that is the loss of Crab. Although actually, I suppose that goes under the.
We did say that on next.
I think if Predators stay, Crabs stay.
So we'll put them together.
It's already in the data sheet. There's already a data card existing in the index. I feel like if it's in the index now,
yeah,
unless it's a resin, like character only or like Forge World unit, but we don't have any of those, so I think we're quite safe.
So we just had 3 people in a row put Morty buff, so we'll put it right next to Morty nerf. So we'll go. So this is gonna be like Team Edward, Team Jacob shit. This is like Morty, Team Morty.
Team nerf.
Chat, are you Team Morty nerf or Team Morty buff? What do you think's gonna happen? Not what you want to happen. What you think's going to happen.
It's gotta be a buff. He's gotta be more points and have a bigger damage.
I think he's gonna get nerfed. I think they're gonna lose that aura.
I don't think he could get much worse.
I couldn't give a fucking shit how much damage Morty does, as long as he's giving out that aura, and I've got a feeling he's gonna lose it.
Yeah.
I mean, the aura is big, but it's big mainly in the Plague Storm build you running it. Like, it's not necessarily massive in other builds.
Yeah. Stickag, SIKAG said, this is army wide, I'm guessing. Damage increase, points increase. So we go back to being maybe more elite. Less models on the table.
It's quite vague again. Like, you know, what could we tie that down to? Is it like, attempt to pick a unit? That would be good, because there's one I can think of straight away, which you probably will think as well.
Oh, we got a super chat. Means it has to go on the list, and that is adding monsters to the MBH ability. So MBH
damage and vehicles.
So I'm gonna put my fake played Monster Hunter.
Oh, so are we being that specific then? Because I feel like if we're gonna do that, we gonna?
I think that's good. Chat can be really specific about them if they want.
Will, I can expand this to 7x7. We can keep going. There's tons of room on this, so don't worry too much about it.
Lots of people have said Blight Lord buff.
So just very quickly, Dave. Thank you very much for the $2 as well, mate. Just before you go, thank you for the $2. You're definitely in that. I agree. That is one thing I would actually like to see. Would be a very easy, good fix there.
Thank you, so Big Boss.
Also, Plague. Go on then. So Plague Burst Callers, Entropy Cannons get more range, and strength.
Will's getting them all.
I put Entropy Cannon 36-inch range again.
I'd like to see it become a last cannon. But yeah, 36-inch I'd take though. I like that, and I'd like it to become at least strength 11.
Will's not allowed anymore.
Will has just literally said it as someone in the chat typed it, so I might give it to this. I'll give it.
Give it to them. Give it to them. Don't give it to me.
And the person who said it is actually Harry, who you played in the first round there, Will. And I played in the second round.
Oh, hey Harry. Lovely fella. Just still hate his typhus though.
Tom Fisher put Lord of Pox's release.
That is a daring prediction.
Oh, here's a good one. We get a new special character. He might be a special character rather than a generic one.
What's a special character?
Like Mortarion and Typhus.
Oh, like an epic hero.
Yeah, an epic hero. Yeah.
No, they've already said he's a generic character.
Yeah.
They've already
But
confirmed.
there is a named character
episode?
who isn't in our book though. Lord Felthius still exists and is still sold on the Games Workshop website.
Does Lord Felthius finally get a data sheet?
No.
Yeah.
We'll put that in. I think someone actually did say it up top.
That would actually make Mandy happy. She's got she asked me on the stream with Boxy one time what I thought about it, and I was saying how it didn't have a data sheet, but that's a good one.
I know someone actually
Got
did
him
put
in
this
boxing
in,
now.
so I'm going to scroll up and find it. Well, if you guys want to look at some of the next suggestions, I'm just going to scroll up and find the Lord, because someone did actually put Lord Felthius gets a data sheet, so I'm just trying to
You
find
know
find who
what?
it was.
I'm gonna put one out there that's good. Plague Surgeon becomes auto include. Remember the end of 8th edition when Psychic Awakening came out and he actually became the auto include character. I think him or Bellboy becomes auto include. I think they're gonna buff one of them so they're so good that he's like the first one in the list. That's my other prediction.
Someone's put
Easy to find it.
we've had quite a few Hellbrutes, Hellbrute fix or Hellbrute go away in fix. That feels a bit of like take it out just to put it back in. Feels like it could be a bit of a weird one, but I'm gonna say of the option in Nurgle Demons that we're gonna lose Plague Drones.
Ooh.
They're one of those that are gone.
No,
Not Blight Drones. The Nurgle Demons.
Oh, I think we'll get them. If you want to do, and if I was going to put money on it, I think we'll lose Sloppy Bile Piper.
Oh yeah, I think I agree on that. But I
And
think,
Epidemius, I think, is already gone as far as I would say, looking at the trend. I think he's already a legend in AOS, and I've noticed anything's a legend in AOS when they get the Codex, it goes. So I think Blue Scribes, they'll go. Epidemius. Just stuff that's old resin sculpt. Epidemius' sculpt is awful at this point as well.
yeah, it's really really bad. I have still got him on the shelf in there but like it's pretty jank compared to the rest.
Yeah, the nurgling on his back, like on the thumb, just looks like a jelly baby. It's just a head with like the eyes poked in with like a cocktail stick or something.
So Chuck thinks the demons are going to be Grant and Clean One, Rotigus, Nurglings, Burgles.
Oh, Soul Grinders.
And
Do we think Soul Grinders will be?
No, they're being removed completely, I reckon.
I suppose.
Lazy, thank you very much for being a member for 10 months. Amazing.
Lazy DM, something that pisses Aiden off. Fair enough, then it's going in.
Necrons get a 5 up for no pain army wide. That'll piss him.
Oh no.
We're gonna have another good rant on that one. So there you go. So we've got something that pisses Aiden off. So we've got to have the right. So we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with the most common response we get to this, or the thinking. What are we changing about Blight Lords? Because we know Blight Lords are probably gonna get changed. I want to know what's the fix. So Dave says to us, so let us know, chat. The most common answer will go on the bingo card. What have we got as well? Yeah, we'll probably lose Herticus. Oh, will the Rhino get his ability reworked to match the Emperor's Children one? Which we can't talk about now because the reviews are out.
What is the ability? I don't know. Is the ability changed?
Yeah, so it no longer heals itself. It can advance and disembark.
Oh yes, that's super cool.
I don't think we'll get that. I think that's a very Emperor's Children, but put it on the bingo card because I'd like it. I'd like it to happen.
Oh, no, what would our version of it be?
I feel like the Rhinos. I think they've done some stuff in the Emperor's Children stuff to make them different specifically, if that makes sense.
Chuck, that's actually a really tasty buff to, and more importantly, well, -1 damage if Blight Lords are on an objective.
It's the most common answer. I'm going to put it in. It's -1 damage Blight Lords.
Blight Lords OC2 is in this. It's 2 and 2.
Okay,
You know what would be a good one for Blight Lords? Chat can describe. You know is it Wardens and Custodes? Once per game, 4+ feel no pain. I think that would be good for Blight Lords as well. Definitely fit them, and there's precedent in the game.
There you go. So I've put both -1 damage Blight Lords and OC2 Blight Lords. I put them both because we can. I put them on different rows so they don't stop us.
Somebody earlier up put Oliver Lever put we lose Land Raiders and Rhinos and GW take even more out of our movement.
I'm gonna put in some meme ones because
an X1 Advance. Have we mentioned an X1 Advance?
no,
we've talked about it a lot, and actually someone did put it much further up in the chat. So
Definitely put that on the card.
I think that should come back.
So what I might do is I'll put in extra advance.
That's interesting. Yeah, higher toughness on the Rhino, but lower movement. Lose inch of movement, gain one, a tick of.
I don't know how I'd feel about that. You know, if we
Stop
went to
taking my
movement
movement.
8, but then game toughness 10.
And T10 doesn't make that big a difference in the game.
Yeah, I think the 2-inch move is a bigger deal for us at least. Anyway.
Yeah.
Ooh, Kazoo wants to see Plague Marine heavy weapons hit on a 3 instead of a 4. That would be nice.
I quite like that.
That would be nice.
That's quite fun.
Should I think what else? I'm gonna put in some generic ones that have kind of become staple means at this point. So I'm gonna put Uppy Downy, even though we're totally not getting Uppy Downy.
I think we might get Lone Up. I think we'll almost certainly get Lone Up.
I think the new character's going to get it.
I'm gonna put reactive move, so I'm putting in really generic ones now.
Oh, I don't think we'll get reactive move, but again, I'd love it if we did.
I'm just putting them in because these are things that are like popping up in. So think of like the most like Kool-Aid Man was like popping up everywhere, so it's kind of like that. Yeah. So I'm just spreading these ones like generically around.
Fight first stratagem.
Notorious Nurgles that we get possessed back. Nurgle possessed.
Ooh, I would like that. I feel like it's very wish listy, but I would like it. I'd like it if they're released. I feel like if that was happening, it'd be like an 8-bound type thing where it would be like a new sculpt and it would have likely had a leak at this point. But put it down because I'd like it. I'd definitely like it.
Oh, there you go. Liam T with the 4-month membership. 6-inch deep strike strap, but only for poxwalkers. so I'll put useless 6-inch deep strike. Because
that's incredible. Yeah. Especially when they don't give them deep strike on the unit. That would be the best.
Yeah, but it doesn't have deep strike.
Well, they can come in from strategic reserves.
It can strategic. They can come in from strategic reserves 9 inches.
Oh, Dovidas, that is a brilliant one. Control half of the objectives detachment.
Which combine that with Botty Belcher, who said Shadow of the Chaos detachment. Control half objective markers, turn it into a swamp.
Buff when getting out of transport.
Oh, transport detachment.
Pretty common.
That would be a really good one, actually.
Yeah, that one I could see happening, but that's been pretty consistent now across quite a few books. Like, this happens when you do this.
Move after being shot, still slow, but it's an exorable advance.
Chukanori, Art of Worse, Ace of Shit Codex.
That is good.
Yeah, Art of War put it in D tier.
I've put Art of War, call it shit.
You know what? That's a really good one. Yeah, like what tier do we think Art of War are gonna put it? Yeah,
that's
like that.
Is back.
That's actually funny. That one made me. That genuinely got me giggling. Someone put another great one up there.
You can definitely have that one.
Definitely have that one. There's another one that I was thinking that we keep seeing all the time at the moment. Give me a sec. I'll come back to me in a second. I'm just trying to think.
He's going to have 18 wounds. I don't think he's going to go above 16.
I think I'd love it if Morty had 22 wounds or 24.
Yeah,
he should be. It wouldn't be. I think he'd lose his feel no pain.
I'll have that under Morty buff.
Oh, here we go.
Toughness 13.
Strong boy.
Strong boy. Lose Chaos Spawn but gain OC1 Nurgling.
I mean,
I'd actually know. Talking of Nurglings,
I'd like a better reason to take Chaos Spawn.
Chaos Spawn, I think, are going to die in the Codex. I think they're going to go on 0 OC. I think. Looking at the back of the CSM, I think that's nailed on.
Raziel's remembered me exactly what I wanted. So he's put feel no pain on some dumb situational shit that will never happen, and I'm going to call it Chaos Hoops. It is an absolute minimal ass effect for jumping through 50 hoops to get it. So it's like...
yeah, I like that. I like that.
That will never come up.
Yeah, Chaos Hoops.
And thank you to all 130 people watching right now. Let's play bingo.
Hope you guys are having fun.
Bingo, yeah, we're kind of creating a game of bingo. We're prepping bingo.
Yeah, I hope you guys are having fun in this one. I thought you guys would enjoy making this with us. So yeah, we got my favourite one in there, Chaos Hoops, because you can't have a chaos book. Oh, that'd be another one. directly worse than Imperial counterpart.
Yeah, at least 6 more stages than the Imperial one requires.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what? We need to do a name one, because the name things are a bit like generic, like a strat called
What?
like bubonic somewhere in a strat, like, do you know what I mean? Something like that. There's always like certain
Fusion.
naming.
Like, yeah.
Oliver's got a banger.
There'll be a feculent something in the book.
Overcosted, useless enhancement.
Yeah, 35-point enhancement.
We got Gris coming in with the 20. I don't know what sec is, but thank you very much for 20 sec. What we clearly need and want is more units of 7.
Something, I think.
Nice. So units of 7. Thank you very much for that donation there, mate. Thank you so much, and I will put that in there for you. Underscore G.
Crowns.
Excellent. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I can see us getting like maybe like the box lock playing race to 7 squads only. That'd be so awkward for transports.
And Flyfus super chatted $5 to say Morty loses aura buff but gains halves all damage.
Oh God.
Ooh, that would be. I like that.
I had to get off this road. Can't share the same road as.
Halves all damage and gets a 5, or keeps his 5+ feel no pain, because not like that doesn't already exist in the game.
Attacks,
Looking
and
at
then
you,
it becomes
Necrons.
400 points.
Oh, mate, I'm trying to think some of the good ones.
There we go.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Do you know what? There's a realistic one I can see, but it depends if we keep the play company detachment.
Yeah.
I think they might add a strat where you can sticky the objective like outside of the command phase, if that makes sense. Like if you can do it on death or something. But I don't know how you'd work. That's very specific. That's more also maybe it's a little bit of wish listing. I don't know what else.
Who said 20? Oh, I did scroll back up for a second actually, because there was someone. I'm going to wait for one of the community to say someone.
Oh, CP regen outside of a tally man.
I was going to say free CP usage. Like a
yeah.
CP
You know
for
what?
that thing we don't
Put
have.
that down, yeah. Free CP uses, because that's been in every book. Like we're like one of the only indexes that don't have it anywhere.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we have a load of things we haven't got.
There we go. We've got that on there. We got Notorious No coming in with the 4 months membership. Thank you so much, mate. 7 attack Mortarian. That's good. We've got to put that in there. 7 attacks.
Yeah.
For Sadtarian.
And thank you for being a member for 4 months. That's really cool of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was Notorious Nurgle. Matt Roberts put that one in. Cool, right? I'm trying to make sure I got all the names there. Cool, yeah. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. Poxwalker respawn stratagem. Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was I won so many games with that thing. In the end of my command phase, I'm back on the point and out seeing you. Thank you very much.
That's just reminding me. I don't know why that's reminding me. At some point, maybe it's the next episode, we definitely need to talk about that list in America, the one that runs all the Nurglings. Have you seen that?
Oh, welcome to 54 Nurgling Hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, at some point, we're definitely gonna have to. I've been meaning to say that, so yeah. But that's the next week one. That definitely.
So we got Demon Prince's overcosted still from Molyneux. Thank you again for the 3 months membership, mate. Appreciate that. That one's going in there.
Full wound Death Shroud.
4 wound Death Shroud. Okay. Ooh.
Maybe. I could see Death Shroud being locked to unit of 3.
Imagine 2 Land Raiders with 6 Death Shroud in each, being led by a character with 4 wounds apiece.
Lazy DM coming with some form of Vect. That would be good.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
That's a good one.
And I think this plays into the whole thing I want of the contagion range debilitates in multiple ways, including Vect would be a fun one.
I'm going to put 4 wound Shroud as well, because that would actually be quite cool to see. Because if they wanted to make us tanky without like messing with giving us feel no pain, one of my suggestions was to give all our units 1 more wound than the average. So like the ideal weapon wouldn't be as efficient to kill you, and so 4 wound Shroud would be pretty sick actually. So I like that one. So we'll go with that one there. So we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spots left. We've got 8 spots, and we've actually gone to the full 7x7 for this. That's how many we've got.
Yeah, and I need to jump at 8, so that will be 8. But we definitely can get 8 more in here. I'm going to say, because we talked about it before, we get a Vindicator.
Oh, I would love a Vindicator.
We talked about it in our last stream.
I would love it. I mean, I could pull 3 cupboard now again. My cupboard of shame.
So if we lose, mine is going to be. I think it's going to be Defiler out. Vindy in.
Oh, I think we'll follow like the Emperor's Children Codex and GUO/Rotagus nerfed because reasons. Because that's what happened. All the demon data sheets in the EC would have been nerfed completely. So we'll go with that from Hugh there because he's mentioned it.
Demon in the detachment, if there is going to be like a similar one, our demons get the Death Guard keyword.
Ooh. Did they?
No,
they had a new keyword that links Death Guard.
Yeah, that gives them something.
Death Guard and demons share. Okay,
yeah. That's
get with that.
A Nurgle sharing keyword.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I've got to put in Terminus S because that is obviously something that's coming in.
Yeah.
What was the? Well, you did the vehicle detachment, didn't you? What was the Iron Clock Furnace?
Oh.
The turn of the Iron Clock Furnace.
Alright, well, I'll just put Plague Storm.
Plague Storm.
Plague Storm.
Malignant Magnifier becomes playable.
No way, that is not. I'll put it in, but that is not happening.
You know what? This used to be the running joke, but they've cut this edition. Maybe the return of the relic pistol.
Oh God.
Remember, like every chaos core, every power armor course, I was had a relic pistol. It was Wormspitter was ours, wasn't it?
Ours was actually good.
Stopped doing that.
Ours was actually the only good one.
Yeah, Chris, really, I would love it if Death Shroud actually had an interaction with Mortarion. Well, there was again, like as his bodyguards, there should be some interaction.
Oh, like you could pass wounds off them again, like in. Could do that,
yeah, they could. Yeah, I think there was one. But it said, yeah, if they're within 7 or exactly 7 from Morty, there's some kind of.
Don Houston, if we gain the Typhon instead of the Vindicator, I'm running like 2 Typhons every game because that thing is so cool looking.
What is the Typhon?
It's the massive Vindicator. It's the Spartan hull with the Vindicator gun on it.
Oh right, okay.
Oh God, Battle Shock Detachment. Yeah, you know what? I can see that. They did it for demons.
Yeah, I can.
Oh yeah.
2 spots left, people. After this.
Do you know what? Maybe we need to chat get to do the last 2.
Preston.
Yeah, and then how big is this grid?
Oh, I've
7 by 7.
I wanted to throw in. Don't do this in the bingo card. This is the thing. Nurglings become tokens. There's been a lot of tokens, you know, like they did with the Tau. What do you call them?
The drones.
Yeah, because there's so many random Nurglings in like different kits that like they start making them tokens for the ones that get them.
Aiden, have you got the join link? Because of all the important questions to ask, Mads Graham said, "How do I become a Plague Marine and get into that?"
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds.
Mads, we will drop a join link in for you. Has anyone mentioned Death Guard drill coming back? Oh, the Tarax drill, yeah.
Oh,
that was a great unit. Though, could you imagine if it was to actual scale of like how big it would have to be to put like 12 Plague Marines in it?
Oh yeah, that's the same like a Rhino, though, isn't it?
A 7 command point stratagem should just be win the game.
I feel like the end of Call of Duty when you get a 24 kill like streak.
Oh, do you know what?
AC 130 inbound.
Oh, do you know what? There'll be an overtuned defensive buff on one elite unit linking to a character. You know how they had Mega Nobs and they had Wraiths? I bet there's something like that comes. You know how you verbalize that, but I bet.
4 Feel No Pain. Like... That's what they've all got in common. We'll put 4 Feel No Pain. Because if we don't get a 4 Feel No Pain, I'm going to scream, and that will also tick off what pisses Aiden off.
That's a really interesting one from Tempest Terrain. Hero Hammer, Virion become battle line.
Ooh!
I like that.
That'd be very interesting.
That would be strange. Battle line Virion.
Like all our infantry gets battle line. That would be.
Oh, do you know what I could see? The Virion lose a character keyword, like in the Eldar book.
I would actually like that.
I would like that.
I could see that happening.
You could combine that one.
It would be quite a good one because then it would stop you. It would stop you sort of running lists where like a lord, like a Tallyman's your warlord or something. Do you know what I mean? Like you have to take an actual lord. Then that would be quite cool.
I could like that. That'd be pretty cool. Imagine if Morty gets a 4 Feel No Pain. Oh my God.
Imagine
if he gets half damage and keeps his 5+ Feel No Pain. That would
Nick
be.
Rogers, you're on my card. 1, 2, 3.
Death Guard possessed.
Right, if at the minute I need one more person to get one thing on here, and then I'll give some memberships out.
Quick, people, submit suggestions that you think Death Guard Dave will have expected to have heard tonight. Because you get that bingo, you get a little extra reward there. So
Could have got the countdown sound effect ready for when they get like
Icon Bearer just becomes a regular plague. Oh, that make me sad. Feel No Pain Detachment. All the variant become one unit. Play company heroes. That would
the
be
Icon one
insane.
is a good one actually. He stops being a character and it just becomes war gear and a squad.
Yeah.
Like I'd like that.
That'd be quite good.
It's dumb that he's like his own character.
We got one left, one square.
We have one square left.
Ooh, one square left, guys. Less movement.
Death Guard Dave Peripheral included in the Codex.
Honestly, so I took it again, just quickly. I took it again to club. I played the exact same list against Tyranids, and I was like, oh, I've already got it packed, so I'll just take the same list. And I was like, I'm going to get outscored to hell. The Porphyrion shot, the Trigon in the face for like 60 damage. It killed the Horospex for like 62 damage. It was just like, it just sat this giant menace behind this terrain, and I just basically like moved out around the board. It was it was pretty terrifying.
I might have to this last slot to Don Hooson because it's very true, and it's going to be Death Guard community. It's the end of the world.
yes. Reddit becomes again.
Toxic Reddit thread. There you go.
We basically have drained the swamp, I think, but now it's good. But this is there'll be a new upwelling of like ooze, like in Ghostbusters 2 when the slime.
Oh, you know what? Do you know what? We need to say this about meta players picking up the Codex, for example. I bet loads of people who never played Death Guard.
Yes, because it's never happened. Death Guard meta chasers.
Manny Teamer wins a GT with Death Guard. Something like that. Yeah, I could definitely see something like that.
Oh, PBC loses indirect.
Will, just on that, which is really funny, and not because he's a meta chaser, but because he's an amazing player. In our chat earlier, Matt Laura said, "What was it? If I can run
120.
If I can run 120, if there's a Poxwalker detachment, I'm going to run Death Guard." And for those of you who don't know, Matt Laura won LVO last year and plays for Vanguard Tactics, our team. So that would be, we were like, yeah, that'd be awesome.
So we got -2 toughness contagion. PBC loses indirect. That would break my heart.
Damn.
Morty revives on the roll of a 7.
Oh, that would be a good one. Models
What, you
that
have to
stand
roll
back up
seven-
again.
seven
We should
sixes.
have had his stand back up again. That's been pretty common along a lot of the books. I have a feeling, Dave, I might be able to give some clues to what, like, does the last thing on your card, Dave?
No, there's 3 left. If someone gets one,
does one of them link to the transport capacity of a particular vehicle?
No, but that was a good shout. I did have on that one. Ben used to bring Chaos Knights. Oh, bonus benefits? Do you mean?
I could see them taking it away. I haven't seen if they've lost, if Emperor Children have lost the ability of that. If they have, I'll be very upset.
Hugh, what do you mean? What, you mean Rust Hounds as a like a Knights detachment kind of thing?
Does that work if I send that? There you go. So I've sent it in the chat with all of them filled up. So
Notorious Nurgle gets it with Fight on Death.
Oh, we're in Fight on Death.
Oh god, yeah.
And nobody has said that the whole time.
That's a really obvious one as well.
I
would also love that. Imagine if you could have imagine that on Death Shroud. You could debuff, you could do all the debuffs, and then Fight on Death as well.
Right, there's 10 memberships are coming in, and then I have to jump to get some.
Yeah, I said to Mrs. I'd jump tonight as well.
No worries, guys. Kit Havulus, thank you very much for also coming to play with me. So, for people who are given a membership tonight, have chosen to become themselves, first of all, thank you. But if you want to get yourself in the Discord, you have to be a member at $3 a month, or you can just tune in every so often. We have quite a few people who constantly give gifted, so there's a good chance you'll catch one eventually. Once you get given a membership, you go to our YouTube channel homepage, go to our posts tab, scroll down, you'll find a link to join the Discord. Once you are in our Discord, all you have to do is go to your Discord settings, to your connections and link it to your YouTube, and it will unlock the entire server. And thank you very much to Mr. Death Guy Dave for the 10 gifted memberships, mate. I really do appreciate it, man. I know even though you are a host, I always appreciate when we do it. And again, thank you for the chat for earning that on. That is an awesome stream. So I have put a link just up in the chat. If you want to download and save this bingo card, feel free. I will save it. So we will, when the Death Guy Codex comes out, after we've reviewed it, we will have our bingo card with us. We will mark them off as we go, and maybe we'll have a special, maybe we'll have quite a special giveaway if we manage to make a bingo. And if not, we'll probably still do a giveaway anyway, because why not?
Just want to reply something Don said. Blightspawn removes fight first aura. I think that is the kind of thing I want to see as part of our, like, some of our debilitating contagion aura stuff. Like, as in, you come into it, oh, you've got fight first, have you? Well, not anymore, you don't.
That would be pretty awesome. But yeah, so what we'll do then is we'll wrap up, because you two guys need to get going. But say I actually am not as good at Warhammer 40k. Oh, Ben Posey, thank you very much for coming to play with me there, sneaking it in last second there. Thank you so much for the...
On that 9k, guys, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. We are getting there at 10k. We're gonna have to make me eat some cheese, which is gonna be great. And I'm sure you're gonna take evil glee in that, aren't you, Natalie, of making me eat cheese on stream? So you're gonna take glee in that, aren't you?
I'm actually going to go to a really nice like farm shop near me, and I'm going to get you some good cheese, and I'm going to send it to you.
We need a sick bucket.
Yeah, she just said we're going to need a sick bucket. You will take glee in the brie, we could say. Idea, if your tile is part of the bingo, you get 1 month. That would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. Netgross, we could do that. Because I'll figure out how to give people memberships and whatnot. So yeah,
you could give people Discord access.
Aiden, I'll give you coaching in what? Eating fucking cheese. But thank you for everyone for tuning in tonight. But let's say you are excited for the new Death Guard Codex, but you want to get your skills up a little bit before you can, really dig into that new juicy Deck Codex that's going to come out when it comes out in a few months or whatever it is. Where could you go to basically work on your baseline skills so you're fully prepared for the new Codex?
Well, get ready for the Death Guard glorious Codex that's coming. Of course, you need to watch us. You need to subscribe and be a member and like and comment. But also, you need to go to Vanguard Tactics and check those guys out. Aiden and I both play for them. They are a great resource online, both at vanguardtactics.com for masterclasses and academy, and for loads of free battle reports over at the VT YouTube channel. I saw today, by the way, that Element Games are opening a new store in London. And I think, Will, you know a bit about Element Games, don't you? So what do they do?
There's also a store opening in Newcastle soon, and others across the country too. But if you are going to shop from Element and you don't live among the cities where there is one, do it online and use our affiliation code or affiliate code. We get a nice little kickback for the money that you spend. Doesn't cost you any more. Just helps us. Just helps us sort of get new models and things like that. But while you're thinking about maybe getting some stuff ready for the new Codex coming, maybe you want some contraptions, some bits and bobs, some tools to keep track of your contagions. Where might that be available, Aiden?
You can check out our friends over at Salter Games, who do no longer have an Etsy page, but actually have their own website, which I kind of need to upgrade in the description because I forgot to, so I will put it in the chat now. I'll put the link straight there. And you can go and check out the gaming accessories that they sell. I think I've even on the screen right now. I think even the people who are watching gaming accessories, let's find them. They're just slightly to the right off the screen. No, you can't see them. Let me just change this a second. Technical difficulties. Look at those contagion plaques and a contagion range tracker. Those are the basic Nurgle ones, but they also have Disgustingly Resilient podcast ones somewhere. So you can use the link just shoved in the chat. Use promo code Nurgle to get a bit of money off your order and let them know that we sent you as well. So you can go grab yourselves some gaming tools for that one as well. Anything else, Mr. Dave?
Final 2 bits are to support the channel and rep our brand out and about in the gaming world. Go to drpstore.com, where you can get hold of hoodies, caps, t-shirts. You can get the Plague Burst shirt that Lazy was wearing on PlayOn. And also, we should very soon, I'm hoping within the next stream or two, we'll be able to announce when you're going to be able to get your hands on the dice from Baron of Dice, which will be our fully branded DRP dice from there.
I found the items.
Also a little bit of self promotion. If anyone lives in the UK and It's free this coming Sunday. We still have a handful of tickets left for the Stonehammer RTT. It's happening this week.
Where is that happening, Will?
Happening at Element Games. I think it's £30 for a ticket. You get a lunch included, 3 rounds of Warhammer on Glasshammer terrain. Obviously, the more Death Guard players there, the welcome, the better. Sorry. And also, there is one other thing. We announced it in the short. So on Monday, me and Tim Bass are going to record a battle report.
Hey.
Which we've got on this Morning Glory channel. There you go. So it's skip for Monday. I don't think it'll go live on Monday, but that'll be more news of that to come. And I might get Tim Bass and we might do a stream on our channel talking about the game afterwards as well. So
Will, sorry, just
stay tuned for that.
Where geographically is that event?
In Stockport, near Manchester, in UK, England.
Excellent. And as Mark Roberts just said there, 130 viewers but only 35 likes on the stream. You best like that button now, or I'm going to send a very angry nurgling around to your house. Jokes, I am the nurgling. I know, that's terrible. That's
you can actually, it's 5.
Shush, Dave.
I prefer to divide it by 10 and still have 7. If you don't mind.
So if you could hit that like button, it really does help us. But thank you so much everyone for tuning tonight. I think that's all we've got. Anything else, guys? I'm all good now.
All good.
No, we're good.
Excellent. So I will leave you with a bit of Death Guard radio on the way out. But thank you so much everybody for tuning in tonight and having a laugh with us and helping us make that bingo card. And again, the countdown to the Codex is truly on, and as soon as we hear anything, we will let you guys know, and we will be here to revel in all the glorious, rotten joy that Codex brings, and I'm very excited as these two guys. So until then, however, enjoy the rest of your night. Happy Pancake Day for Shrove Tuesday for everyone in the UK.
8-7.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm having mine tomorrow because I'm just being too busy tonight. So that is the plan. But yeah, and apparently there's rumors of a data slate this week that have popped up on like Reddit and stuff. So if that happens, we'll be here, but we don't know. So we shall see.
Yeah.
If it's there, we'll be here.
Yeah, if it's there, you'll see us very soon. But for now, everyone, take care, stay rotten. We'll catch you all on the next one. Take care.
Quick hello to Mexico. Take care. Thank you for joining in. Rewind, watch.
Hello, Mexico. Enjoy the music, guys. See you in a bit.
From the depths of rot and decay they rise. The Death Guard marches under sickened skies. With boils and blight, they spread the pain. In Nurgle's name, disease will reign. Rot and ruin and pestilence flows. With every breath the plague wind blows. Embrace the rot, let flesh decay. The Death Guard comes, none can stay. From the depths of rot and decay they rise. The Death Guard marches under sickened skies. With boils and blight, they spread the pain. In Nurgle's name, disease will reign. Rot and ruin, pestilence flows. With every breath the plague wind blows. Embrace the rot, let flesh decay. The Death Guard comes, none can stay. Armored and filled with rusted blades, they laugh as cities wilt and fade. Where they tread, no life remains, just hollow corpses, plague remains. Beneath the helm, the cursed grin, for in death they shall begin. Rot and ruin, pestilence flows. With every breath the plague wind blows. Embrace the rot, let flesh decay. The Death Guard comes, none can stay. Beneath the warp, the souls are bound to spread decay, to break the ground. Nurgle's gifts a putrid stain, a future where only disease remains. From the shadow depths of a broken hive, the corpses twitch and come alive. This crimson plague, it feeds on fear as the bodies drop and it draws us near. Our skin is crawling, something's inside, internal organs liquefied. Death God's gift, a twisted fate, no escape for me, yeah, it's too late. No goal comes except your fate. It won't stop, the hive's infected, it's too late. Watch it all decay, falling to your knees. The hive will consume when it's sick disease. Our souls corrupted, can't run, can't fight. The walking pox now takes its bite. The walking pox now takes its bite. Blood the rod, blood the rod. Walking pox now takes its bite. Lungs are burning, pox fills the air. You scream for help, but no one cares. Bones are breaking, bodies swift. The Death Guard's gift, death's toxic kiss. Pale eyes stare with a hollow glare. They're gone but shambling, lost somewhere. This hive is his, disease and bloom. No light survives in this darkened tomb. Then no comes except your fate. It won't stop, the hive's infected, it's too late. Watch it all decay, falling to your knees. The hive will consume when it's sick disease. Our souls corrupted, can't run, can't fight. The walking pox now takes its bite. The walking pox now takes its bite. You'll feel it subtle deep inside. There's no cure, nowhere to hide. You breathe me in, you can't escape. I am the plague, I am your fate. What can you feel it in your bones? This is where it now goes home. No mercy here, you're out of time. Your final breath is at last mine. Watch it all decay, falling to your knees. The hive was consumed by the sick disease. Our souls corrupted, can't run, can't fight. The walking pox now takes its bite. The walking pox now takes its bite. Watch it all decay, falling to your knees. The hive was consumed by the sick disease. Our souls corrupted, can't run, can't fight. The walking pox now takes its bite. The walking pox now takes its bite. Through the skies we come to claim our prize. A world infected before your eyes. We are the run, we are the end. The Death God's mercy is death again. Watch it all decay, falling to your knees. The hive will consume by the sick disease. Our souls corrupted, can't run, can't fight. The walking pox now takes its bite. The walking pox now takes its bite.
In the shadow of decay I rise, typhus the herald beneath poison skies. With nervous rods I lay walls to waste. The reaper's scythe, no life can escape. Beneath the flies, beneath the filth I spread the plague with a twisted will. From festering wounds, corruption grows in the heart of Death God where its blood flows. I am the harbinger, the bringer of disease. In Nurgle's name I spread death with ease. Vessels walk with me hand in hand. Rivers of filth drown the land. I am Typhus, master of decay. In the name of ruin I claim the day. The Imperium's light crumbles to dust. Wherever I tread, just. Space hopes reek of a foul rebirth. Carriers of plague across the cursed earth. Beneath the flies, beneath the filth, I spread the plague with a twisted will. From festering wounds, corruption grows in the heart of death. God, where despair flows. I am the harbinger, the bringer of disease. In Noble's name I spread death with ease. Vessels walk with me hand in hand. Rivers of filth drown the land. I am Typhus, master of decay. In the name of ruin I claim the day. The Imperium's light crumbles to dust. Wherever I tread, rot consumes the just. Space hulks reek of a foul rebirth. Carriers of plague across the cursed earth. Beneath the flies, beneath the filth, I spread the plague with a twisted will. From festering wounds, corruption grows in the heart of death. God, where despair flows. I am the harbinger, the bringer of disease. In Noble's name I spread death with ease. Vessels walk with me hand in hand. Rivers of filth drown the land. I am Typhus, master of decay. In the name of ruin I claim the day. Language howl, the gassing walls. Vigilant tides, new light is born. Miracles passing, a twisted grace. I embrace your heart in my cold embrace. Fear the plague fleet, fear the end. No salvation, no let to defend. I am Typhus, reaper of dread. Bow to Nurgle, embrace the dead. The blackened sky we rise. Wings of death, clouds of flies. The crag will burn, the pure will fall. Mortarian's wrath will consume them all. Ultimate pride crumbled in the dust. Your emperor's light can't stop the rust. The seas rot by your final breath. Now kneel before the reaper's death. I am the plague, I am the rot. The end of all that you forgot. You fought for hope, you fought for life. Now your shiny world slowly dies. From the skies I bring despair. Your warriors choke on poisoned air. My cracking flames, hear the cries. Mortarian's plague, watch as glory dies. The reaper falls, your honor sword. In death your soldiers are reborn. There's no salvation, no last stand. My crown is buried by my hand. Blue and gold, once proud, once bright. Now swallowed whole by endless night. I am decay, and I will feast. Your chapter falls beneath my feet. Gleaming suns will face my wrath. In every breath, your lungs turn black. Your noble heart, I turn to ash in my shadow. Your hopes will crack. I am the plague, I am the rot. The end of all that you forgot. You fought for hope, you fought for life. Now your shiny world slowly dies. From the skies I bring despair. Your warriors choke on poisoned air. My cracking flames, hear the cries. Mortarian's plague, watch as glory dies. The angel falls, your honored sword. In death your soldiers are reborn. There's no salvation, no last stand. My crown is buried by my hand. My crown was the jewel of the stars. Now lies broken, tainted with my scars. I am your doom, your final breath. Mortarian dragon flames, hear the cries, Mortaria's blade, watch its glory die.